Hello and welcome to this playthrough of Factorio, where I am building a megabase on Earth. I am using a mod, Cities of Earth, focusing on the Old World Hemisphere. My goal is to reach 10,000 science per minute with a rail-based design. The resources are set to maximum size and density, and biters and pollution are turned off. The mod list is shown in the description, as well as a link to my Twitch channel, High Speed. Please come visit me there. Questions and comments are welcome. Thank you for watching. Hello. We're going to do some different stuff today. No, we're not. We're going to mess around with trains. And we're going to do song requests. And if you're not watching this live, then you don't get song requests. You don't get songs. All right. Good. So what we're going to look at is a few things. We're going to move plastic down here. I like them. That was some timing. So we're going to move some stuff around again. There we go again. I start talking, start having to clear my throat. It's frustrating. Wait, what are you? Oh yeah, you're coming from right there. So we're going to fix this in the future, probably by moving this up or moving this down. One of those three. I'm not exactly sure, but this is not a good setup. I've been complaining about it for a while, but I have some room to move things. All right, so if I were to move all this steel north, which I think I'm going to have to do, this is just too congested. I need a longer neck here. It's also possible that I could shift these. Right? And squeeze them just a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I could shift this to be a T-junction. I obviously have to have this here because there's resources coming in, so I have to go to the right. Why are you just sitting here? Oh, there's no signals on here. Must have missed doing that. I can assume that you guys are here, so I need to get in this train and get over there. So we're going to move plastic to get it out of here a little bit. And I'm going to do something I don't want to do, which is I'm going to shift this and put a diagonal and slant this so that this is a little bit farther away, so that this gap is longer. I'm probably going to end up moving this down here. Because everything it needs comes from there. It needs 14 and 14. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit short on reds. And we're going to be over on greens. Which means that nobody should come from there. And I may even set up some train routing options. And it's at this point that I think I have too many. I do not like how this is turning out. These are sitting here waiting for a loading to happen. I'm just going to kick you two out. Trying to get these back on sync. So if I kick these two out, and then I take the other two that immediately kick them to the other parts that need it. Which means that I immediately kick you here and then delete your pause. Unfortunately, it is still loading. Okay, it didn't load much. And then I'll do the same thing with this. So what'll happen there is it will immediately get out, and at least this will get some traffic. Maybe it'll be enough to kick those in. And start using that one. But that's micromanaged details. I shouldn't have to do that. So that's going to stay there, but all this is going to go away. Let's start by shutting down some stations. So you should already be on your way. You're a coal plastic and oh, okay. You're actually the. See, this is supposed to be turned off. I missed that one. You immediately go away. I need you to go away. I need you to go away. And if there's nowhere for you to go, then just go up here. Alright, so that should tear all that out. I'm probably got to go down here and do this ugliness down here. Nope, not you. Not you. While I'm at it, I might as well shut all these off too. And they will eventually drain out. So right now I'm just selecting each of these as they go into unload and kicking them out so that these things drain out. Apparently one of these is damaged. Oh, it's the rail. Yeah. I'm probably going to re-engineer the rail train, the rail station, rail producers. I'm going to probably re-engineer those. Ooh, sexy. Alright, so we're going to shut all these off too. Because I have got to do a major redesign on purple. I don't know what I'm going to do, but this ain't cutting it. And I know I'm going to be redoing these, so I might as well shut them off too. So I'll just kick those out. I'm not seeing traffic jams over here. I don't see that I'm going to shut. That I'm going to abandon this, but I don't want it to accumulate if I do. So we'll shut this off too. Alright, so that should shut all of purple down, so that makes my life easier in the future. Well, you're not broken. You're just empty. Of course, you're also all crooked. You know what? You're closer. You go do that. Well, no. I have to move rails. These are all wrong. So, continuing with that. Good. And I think I shortened this one, so now I need to redo it. None of that, none of that, none of that, none of that. I just want these. No tiles. That will fix this set. Yep, 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 yep. Oops, yep, yep, yep. So that's one. I need to do the same stuff here, but let's focus on the stuff that really is beneficial, which is I need to remove these curved belts. Ooh, don't want to get these. Three. Got too many on that one. That's a good idea. Makes this a little easier. Too much. Better, better, better. Good. You know, I'll just do it from right here. Much easier. No scrolling required. I do need to get in here and delete these, though. Bingo, bango, bongo, bonk, bonk. It's a little Donnybrook over some ginger ales. Side by each a boot. Random Canadian words about hockey. Which one are you? You're Pax. Good. Good boy, Pax. Thanks for being here. Not you. You. Why did you not do these? Oh, you're overwhelmed. Okay. Well, I'll let you to it then. I thought I'd be able to just send you up here and let you get to work, but you seem to have issues with that. So, and this is going to be a long project to get these updated. You expect for me to be skipping songs today. What is going on here? I don't remember even putting stuff down here. I just heard my yo redeem and thought it was me. Who did these... Who did these Logibots belong to? Why are you doing this? You're not supposed to do that. Alright, let me focus on one thing for a moment. Alright, you go down here and I'm going to leave you alone. So this is going to go roughly here. And if it's going to go roughly there, then I have to go roughly here and blow roughly some stuff up. Oh, you've got stuff in you. I need to clean you guys up. How do I want to handle this? I can't afford to carry this stuff around because I don't have room for it. But I don't want to blow it up, and I don't want to leave it here. I'm going to go up here and put some of this down. Because I know I'm going to have to come back here. A, to get this thing. And B, because I need to put a railway thing there. So I'm going to keep the chests. So these are things I would normally carry and don't want to blow up. Smoking. So I need to clean these guys up. You're going to be picking up a bunch of stuff, so I don't need to feed you any of this. Ooh, buddy. I'm just going to hurt. But you're empty. Good, you're empty. You're not. Well, Smoking, I am going to be moving some stations around. I've watched these trains for hours when I had things turned on. I've disabled a bunch of stations already. And I'm going to move some things around. I'm going to move this over here. Reason being is that I don't want green and red to travel along this route. I'm going to try and minimize that. I don't want a four-way here. So if I move that here, then the red and the green go directly there. I'm going to move this plastic down here to get this intersection a little more cleared up. I'm going to move this intersection down a slot and then have a diagonal that connects these to these, because I looked at this as much as I could and I can't see me moving this. I could move this back up, but then I create a four-way, and I don't want that. I want this staggered three-way. I can't move this, so I'm bound with creating a diagonal there, and that's just the way it is. I am considering doing something that I never thought I'd do, but that is to create stations in here and dedicated trains. I have to think about that a bit more, and I'll discuss it as I go. Fluids seem to be okay. I might play some games there. I am going to redo purple some way, somehow. In anticipation of that, I have put another radar up here because I'm expecting I'm going to move all of this steel north, and that's painful. But if I move all of this steel north as far as I can, which is like here, right? If I move this steel up here, then what that does is it creates the neck of it right there. So this goes to here, right? Then I've got a really long entrance to this connection, right? And I may readjust where this connects. I might make one of these a four-way or something like that. But this congestion just gets horrible. I've got all these shut off, so you don't see it now, but it was just train jams all the time. I'm going to redo rails to use a new integrated design that mimics what green circuits do. So green circuits take their dependent item, which is the copper cable, and do a stacked design like that with a dual loader. So for this rails, I'm going to do the same thing with these sticks. I'm going to integrate these stick loaders into these rail loaders somehow. Now, I don't know what my ratio is going to be right now, but I've got room to add an iron unloader. So this needs 21,000 sticks, and that would generate 21,000 sticks. So if I go here, and I do that, I'm going to be short a little bit on sticks with just one row, but that's probably fine. I might regret that and do it differently, but if that's bad now, it's bad then. I might just follow the exact design of, because I think I have room to add 2 here. That's 1 unloader, 2 unloader, 3 unloader. But I'll be getting rid of this 3rd unloader, so I'll have room to put 2 iron unloaders. So I may literally go with exactly how I've got it for green circuits, where I do 2 and then 2. But that's going to be taller, but that's okay. It eliminates this station. I really like that I've got the stone right here, but I've also got stone right here. And I've got to find a less congested way to build purple science. So this will help. Now, purple science is going to make a longer trip for these modules. But the modules stack decently. They build slowly. I could put another train here. Now, I don't know that I need... So I've got 2 of these, which is requiring 2,500 of these prod mods. All right, well, this is generating 2,800 prod mods. I could put this prod mod assembler right up here with purple and find a way to fit it in there, like maybe put it up there or something. But prod mods need green and red, 14,000. Well, I got green and red right here, and that's literally what these green and reds are for, is to feed this prod mod. I can either have a train schlepping 28,000 green and red across the map, or I can have a train that's schlepping 2,800 prod mods, or 2 trains. Right? I could double this, make 2 of these, and still have less train traffic than if I put the prod mods way up here. And moving them here versus there, moot point. Which one are you? 2. I'm still correcting belts that are angled. So what have I got going on? I got a lot going on. Because I could try and push it, but it's just going to fail on me again. So I might as well fix it. And yesterday I spent a bit of time making this a 4-lane, and it didn't solve my problems. There's just too much traffic. So first things first, I've emptied these out. I select the rail deselector, destroyer, all the trains are gone. And I delete all of this. There's no radar in here. So I delete these 2. Delete these as well. And then I let this thing go do its job. Yeah, and that's this one. And I have a sip of Monster. If this is this wide, and that goes there, that means the plastic is going to go here. I don't need plastic to go there. I want it to be at least a 383 away. A 383 is this long. So that's where the T-junction is going to go. And if that's where my T-junction is going to go, it's certainly not going to be a curved one. It'll go there. Then I can go get my blueprint for plastics, and I hope that I've updated it right. And I can look at it, and this is never going to be a 4-lane, so I don't have to worry about pushing it far, but that means that all of this needs to go away. So that's where I'm going. Oops, is to delete all of that. While those things work on that. Now I do have a radar in this area. I don't know if I'm going to need to move it. Move it. So I don't care about this, and I don't care about this. Yes, that's painful. Like a pea that burns, deleting blue chests hurts. Alright, I don't have to worry about the radar. My bots are still off. The only thing that's in the way is trees. I just need to kill a bunch of trees, so. I don't see any more red there, but it's there. So you've still got a little bit of work to do down here. I'm going to let you go there. Missed that. Good. Good job. Come on now. So this lead-off stuff is kind of slow, but eventually it'll pick up pace when this one is doing something while the others are doing something else. So, do you remember September? This is also probably how. This is also a good template for rails will be made. All right, so you can come down here and start building. And then once you're clear, I will select the no chest deletion. And select all that and send you on your way. Should have selected that as well. Let's see. Rails should also get not tile ghost. Oh, I don't want to mess with this. We'll see what that does. Well, we'll do more than see what that does. We'll test it out. Rails and power. So that didn't get it. I don't need this anymore. Tiles, normal. That'll get rid of them. And then up here, we can continue with this little bit of cleaning. And you can get to work on the last one. I can start laying out what this is going to look like. So this is going to move down one. So if this moves down one, it'll go here. And if that's there, that's in between, that's fine. That means that I've got a thing here, right? So if there's a power pole there, and I've got a diagonal that looks like this, then what I'm going to end up doing is that. Now, because this is off of main line, I'm going to move this in one more. That way I can push this necking to there. So that this goes out like that. And then when this gets built, right, this will give me a longer lead up there before it gets to only, you know, because it'll almost hold a whole three train. Although it begs the question is why not just make it big enough to hold a 3? Hi, Todd. Hey, Todd, was that, I apologize, but was that you that posted the bug on Cities of Earth? I have a hard time keeping track of all the things I got going on. Well, unfortunately, I can't fix your save. Did you see my response? I did update the mod for you. I did add a catch to prevent that. So, I saw what happened. I'm not sure how it happened. I suspect... well, I can't fix your save. The New York Cities of Earth, the New York Albany Capital rocket silo either didn't get created at map creation or it somehow got deleted. And so the result is that when I go through a list of all the rocket silos, I get missing entity. And then I crash. Because, I mean, you're not supposed to be able to destroy rocket silos, but somehow it got removed from the game. And the result is that I've added a thing where if it can't get the rocket silo anymore, it just skips it. But for your save, it means that there's no way you're going to get all 50 or 48 rockets launched because I have no way to... I can add the rocket silo. I can give you the command to add the rocket silo back in. But that's not going to solve your problem because I can't get it back into my list of rocket silos. Factorio has deleted it and it's just gone. I can't even programmatically, I can't figure out if it was my save, I couldn't figure out a way to do it because I can't inject into the source code a data entity that I re-add. Even if it assigned a new ID to the silo, which is fine, I don't have a way to associate that new silo into my memory array because mods run in a sandbox. And so I can't, like let's say, because it was 121 was the ID number, right? But I can't go open a command console, pause the mod, and go globals.albany.rocketsilo.entity equals the new rocket silo. That I can't get to Cities of Earth's globals from a console. So you can manually add the silo. But I don't know of a way to get it to add it in. So you can play the mod, but you're never going to get a finished screen. You can do all 50. It won't crash for this anymore. But I can't think of a way to get you to be able to say finished screen. Because you're never going to launch from the original Albany rocket silo. Do you know if one of the mods is a landfill mod? I could check that. Because the only thing I can think of is that there's a landfill mod that removed the silo better water fills what did it. It's either better water fill or better landfill. One of those. Because I'd be willing to bet. Alright, well, something caused the rocket silo to be deleted. Maybe it didn't generate. Maybe something went wrong with the code generation. But that would have caused a different error. Is there a way to say if the original silo doesn't exist, market is completed anyway? You could, well, see, it's the same problem though, right? How do I get into my source code? How do you get into the memory space of the mod? Because that's not allowed. Factorio doesn't let me run a console command to say, why are you coming here? These should all be 0. Oh, you aren't 0 because son of a bitch. All right, well, if you don't want to go away, then you can just go away. Sorry, Todd. Well, that's your name, but apologies, Todd. I am dealing with this right now. Well, I tested it after I made that change, and it launched the rocket. But it's just never. It's always going to count Albany as not launched because it's never going to be my rocket silo. I thought you picked those up. Or did you put them down here? Yeah, that's what happened. You put them down here. So I was thinking of asking in the forums, because I figured out a way, I just give you the silo, give a command, put it in your inventory, because you can't craft one. And then you could place it near Albany. There's that gap between where your train tiles, your belts are, and the Albany teleporter. It would fit there. Landfill that, place it there. But I don't have a way to go into my memory space and say, okay, Albany's rocket silo is this. Because I can't even imagine a way to do that. So I can't even think of a way to go into the memory space to just say that you've already launched from Albany, because I don't know of a way to tell a an existing. And maybe next time I see Code Green or whatever, I'll ask him that question. But I think the answer is no, because it's sandboxed. But I was thinking of going into the Discord and saying, okay, if you do, there is in the README file, because I created a new save from those settings, and it had the Albany thing there. Uh, um, so, anyways, what I recommend is that immediately after starting the new game, save it, and then use a command in the README file to display a large amount of the map, and look to see that A has the resources that you can actually play in, because you can't use map preview in Cities of Earth. And then the second half of it is to see that the city is there. I actually need this spider here because it has all of my chests. Yeah, and when you go up to Canada, it feels kind of cheesy because there's nothing there. You know it's a dead end corner of the map. And part of the challenge that Cities of Earth has with resources is that water spawns destroy the spawning of resources, because it spawns the resources and then it spawns the water, which will destroy the resources. One of the mods I wanted to try out is one, I think it's called Dredgeworks, where you get to it'll build resources underwater, and then it gives you miners that work underwater. I thought that was pretty neat. I just never got around to trying it. Yeah, yeah, that's why I spawned in Michigan, because there's no way for them to get to me from Michigan. This should give me a little bit more space here. And if this is converted to those,